Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today for regular Sunday service. I'm Edna Sensei. I'll be conducting the service today. Please join me in prayer. Mediation prayer to sleep. Let us seek the second mediation. Yano Konko sincerely and wholeheartedly, each and every day. May we receive the mediation with all our hearts and souls on this very moment. Yano Konko Daijin Sama, Yano Konko Daijin Sama, Yano Konko Daijin Sama, Yano Konko Daijin Sama. Purification prayer. Clear the way of mediation, may our sincere apologies be acceptable to you, our divine parent. We acknowledge our mistakes and misunderstandings, arrogance, and ignorance of your divine favor. We apologize for all our shortcomings and weaknesses in past generations. Guide us amend our way of living, that your divine will, that you are joyful and loving heart, always one with you. Family prayer. Reverently we pray, the brilliance of heaven, the visions of earth, time flows without cease, the earth pass without end. Heaven never life and enters all, heaven never the truth that orders us all. God is always born for these wondrous works. Let us pray and teach him of coming. Let us pray the divine parent of the universe, having love and care for all humanity, all those who live between heaven and earth, to the and the divine parent, till they come in infinite blessings. This is the way. Yet many not knowing the way are lost in greed and selfishness. They suffer the cycle of misfortunes, great is sorrow. Our founding father, Konko, suffered many trials in this world, but held fast to faith and sincerity, to receive countless great blessings and the Yano life of mutual fulfillment for common humanity. Humbly we pray, the divine spirit which gave us fulfill. Konko accepted the call to mediation that leads to the mutual benefit of common humanity. But they did not only away to all who sought him, expounding the blessings of heaven and earth, and he knew not the coming of night. By night he prayed for those who grieve, seeking salvation for all who suffer, and he knew not the dawning of day. The years passed and the world changed. He did not wait for him now. The divine path of mediation. Thus was given the sacred energy of his spirit, the guiding principle for our daily life. The divine nature was thus renewed, and blessings flowed universally, establishing the way of eternal prosperity, the way of mediation of the Konko. By this wondrous revelation, we are given knowledge of the way, through all the hardships of this world, to gain a body and soul. The way of mediation teaches us to turn our hearts to come. Without regard for day or night, without wandering or far, the way of mediation teaches us to bear with all trust. For the kingdom of their divine favor, we offer our sincere apologies and pledge to mend our ways. Let us live our faith every day, seeking and rejoicing in your divine favor. Let us care for those seeking and invite them to the way. Let us guide those who are lost and awaken them to life of purpose. Kami is fulfilled in us, we are fulfilled in Kami. May this way of mutual fulfillment be manifested in this world. May Kami's wish for true peace and the well-being of all people be fulfilled. So we humbly pray, so we earnestly pray. Recitation of King Jesus. 生神本校大臣天使金の神主に願い、高いわが心にあり、本日の日で頼む。Praise sincerely with all your heart, you one day come. Come His blessings begin within, hearts grateful and caring, in harmony and joy. Look to come always, now and forever, on this very day. 手紙金光大臣天地金の神一心に願い、赤城は我が心にあり、今月今日で頼むに。Praise your name with all your heart, be one with come. Come His blessings begin within, hearts grateful and caring, in harmony and joy. Look to come always, now and forever, on this very day we pray. Dear Hiyami Konko Daijin-sama and Infinite Life Force Kenshi Kami no Kami-sama, thank you so much for allowing all of us to be here this morning. You have blessed us in every aspect of our lives. You give us grace more than we realize. We apologize for any thoughts, words, or acts of irreverence we may be committing, knowingly or unknowingly, to ourselves, others, and even you. Purify our hearts to be in line with yours. Today is a blessed day, and we take a very brief moment of our Sunday morning to say thank you. We give thanks to the current 6th spiritual head, the Reverend Shiyonichi Konko, who serves at the Konko headquarters daily, and prays for the well-being of all people. We give thanks to the Nikama no Kami-sama of the late Reverend Konko Sakaha, who has established this church in 1940. Her determined will and dedication to Kami-sama has created ripples, which extend to this day for 82 years. The church continues to perform goyo for this church. We pray that the current resident ministers and church followers will be able to continue the legacy of the church for generations to come. With the invasion of Ukraine and various tensions occurring throughout the world is now in a state of anxiety. And just when we thought we came out of the pandemic, the whole world is put into uncertainty. Please ease the situation. We will continue to have trust in you. As we begin this brand new day and brand new week, let our hearts be positive. May your good energy flow throughout our veins and heal us from the atomic level of our existence. At this time, let's take a moment to reflect upon the many blessings we receive and extend deep prayer for the people in our life who may be experiencing hardship and also for the various parts of the world that are experiencing suffering. We pray that the kindness within all of us can shine through. Silent praying. Thank you. Adoration Prayer, page 7. We lift our eyes in awe to heaven's soaring above. We lift our eyes in awe to heaven's soaring above. Divine facing prayer to our earthly and deep, living in the such gifts of Kami's giving, Kami be grateful we are. The mediation of Hiyami Konko Daijin does not stop for a single day. The protection of the divine current and praises of far and wide. The blessings of Kami flow without limits through all generations. The ways of Kami are mysterious and wondrous beyond our understanding. Day by day, every day, earnestly and reverently, we praise the virtues of Kami and honor the power of Kami. Shintoku Sanji, page 29. Shintoku Sanji, Awoge Matsureba Ten Takaku. Awoge Matsureba Ten Takaku. Orogami Matsureba Chiwa Atsushi Kami no Megumi ni Ikasareru ni no Saiwai zo ari. の神の御守りと基地が木の隔てなし神に尽くしみはよろずよにあまねく満ちて果てしなくがん計いはくすしくて人の思いぞ及ばざる我ら今月今日やび祭りてひたすらに神の御影をたたえますらん神の比例を仰ぎますらんTime up here. Page 12. Spirits of those who have gone before us, you are in this vast and endless universe. It is each according to your time of years. You will remember what is honored. Your life will flow from generation to generation. Honor as the foundation of our society and roots of our families. Through the mysterious workings of kami, you enter the Konko faith. You walk the way of Konko Daijin, respecting the will of the divine flame. You unmask spirit merit through your faith to take into the world beyond and live into your existence. Our gratitude is always for your loving favors. Really, as the ancestral spirits of our homes are all divine spirits. We beseech you stand by us each and every one. Receive the favor of kami and help us fulfill our tasks as people without the faith. Protect us, guide us, enrich us, that we may never lose the way of faith, that we may come down to all generations, that we may live in peace and prosperity within our homes. Protect us, guide us, enrich us. Here we come with spirits of the late Reverend Haruko Takahashi, deceased family, friends, spirits of the native Hawaiian people, and beloved house that have passed. Thank you so much for allowing us to be here this morning. We have gathered here today at this regular Sunday service in acknowledgement of Kami's blessings and in remembrance of you. Although your spiritual form is no longer here with us, we know that your energy still surrounds us. You watch over us, protecting, guiding, and supporting us. In both big ways and small, you have touched our hearts, and so we would like to honor your divine spirit and pray for your eternal happiness and peace. As we begin a brand new day and a brand new week, please continue to guide us. You are always in our hearts, and we want to thank you again very much for all that you do. Let's take a moment of silence to think about the people in our life who have passed and extend a deep prayer of gratitude. Silent prayer. Sosen Sanji, page 36. Sosen Sanji. Yo yo no ya wa 我が家の神は神と心尽くしてつきまつらな心尽くしてつきまつらな尊き御親の神たちよ海の子のために家の柱を沈め立てたまいますこのために世のなりわいを守り助けたまい隠り世の見えぬ境にましませども見尽くしみの御心はうつしよに変わらせたまわず先に玉のまさき草きわれたまいくしみ玉のくしびに恵みたまいて志は薪の柱の動きなくなりわいを結ぶつなめのゆるびなく真心清らに励み努めしめたまいうからやからやわらぎあいて日に日にうらやすく楽しましめたまいついにうつしよのことを得て神の御門に参らん時には必ずしも迎え取りたまい見尽くしみを葬らしめたまわんものと神の実りの絶えなるかしこみかたじけなみみ親の恵みのおぼろげならぬをうれしみ喜びもすことをみ心も涼やかにきこしめしたまえと申す穴不思議の御親の御霊穴不思議の御親の御霊穴と音の御親の神穴と音の御親の神
Let's open our prayer book to page 73 and read the Konko Faith Our Creed. The Konko Faith Our Creed. We believe in Tenchi Kai no Kami, the divine heart of the universe. Our founder Konko Daiji embraced Kami's revelation and a divine mediator answered the call of eternal mediation. Our continuing goal from moment to moment is to realize Kami within each of us. We are fulfilled through Kami. Kami is fulfilled through us. The happiness of everyone is Kami's greatest wish. We give thanks for Kami's blessings, mysterious, wondrous, and mundane. Blessings begin with our own hearts filled with harmony and joy. We give grateful heartily to Kami, today and every day, trusting Kami as our loving parent, finding peace of mind. We give our faith and service to Kami, each other, and our world, nurturing and nurtured, mutually fulfilled. We are those who have gone before us, spirits one with Kami, caring for us eternally. Respect and appreciate other paths, taken by humanity towards spiritual fulfillment. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today for our regular Sunday service. It's good to be here. So, with what's happening in the world right now, it may make us feel like depressed, anxious, and worried about the future. But still, let's make this a good morning and a good day for all of us. Now, just when we thought the pandemic was over, and we could see like the end of the tunnel, right? It's like another dark and scary thing unfolds. The whole world is getting anxious with this one. As you all may be aware, it's been coming out in the news every day, and that's almost always on the news now. Before it was the pandemic, only the pandemic that was on the news, but now it's Ukraine, the Ukraine situation. Ukraine was invaded by Russia just last week, Wednesday. And it's starting, and we see footage of attacks, damage to property, and hurt people. And a couple hundreds have already died from what we know, but these numbers may actually be worse. And this morning in the news, it is said that a cyber war has begun. And a highly tech-savvy group called the Anonymous launched some cyber attacks in Russia. And Ukraine is now recruiting hackers. They're recruiting hackers now to help protect critical infrastructure and through their IT Army website. And I was like, wow, this is like the new war fighting technique. Cyber warfare can really mess things up. And this may be the new style fighting technique, using less people by using your brains. Everything we saved online could be wiped clean, even our savings, our 401k and investments. And our smartphones may no longer work anymore. Oh my goodness. That's going to really mess with the millennials. I was talking to some of my coworkers yesterday, and they were freaking out that World War III is going to begin. And so some of them, they withdrew a chunk of money from their savings and their investments, so they have some cash on hand. And I told them, but if there's a war, our American dollars may no longer be, usable. You don't know. And they were like, oh no. I knew this was all going to happen. Vision. But I knew it was going to happen, and there's no turning back because the damage has been done and it's still happening. And with the amount of troops on both sides, gathering at the border from a couple weeks ago, with all this planning and action, there's no way it wouldn't have happened, right? People are like, oh no, I doubt they're going to invade. No, I doubt it. And I was like, I'm pretty sure they are. Because if they put that much effort and determination into a single goal, it's going to happen. That's isshin. That's single-heartedness. But no matter how good or bad your intentions are, there is no distinction for the universal energy to stop them. The side that has a stronger will or intent to carry out their plan, they're going to win. So the world watches in shock. History is once again repeating itself. It's scary. And there's no knowing if this will lead to World War III. Young men between ages 18 and 25 are already starting to freak out that maybe a draft might happen. Although they say that probably will not happen, but there is always that maybe factor. You never know. We call it the Millennial Combat Battalion. Oh my goodness. If we thought the pandemic was scary, this is indeed something far more frightening. No amount of protest and prayer is going to stop it immediately at this moment, this conflict that's currently happening. I believe it was the same for World War II also. You know, I'm sure there are protests. I'm sure there are plenty of people praying for this to stop. But it went on for many years. But in the end, millions of people died. And of course, the World War II happened, which eventually, a lot of things got destroyed. Many people got killed, but eventually, thankfully, we're able to rebuild ourselves, right? So me as an individual, I cannot do anything to stop it. You know, I cannot be doing no YouTube and say, you gotta stop this right now. And they're not gonna stop it, of course not. And I alone can't prevent what's gonna happen next in this situation. But whatever happens is gonna happen, right? We just can't stop the flow, this whole tsunami of whatever is gonna happen. So the future cannot be seen right now. This is indeed really scary times that we're experiencing. But it makes matters worse if we just sit there and worry about day and night and say, oh no, what's gonna happen next, what's gonna happen next? And then all that anxiety is gonna affect us, the individual. And it also makes matters worse by not even caring about what's happening, you know? And they, that's happening all over in Europe. I'm just gonna play my video games here and I don't care what's happening. That kind of attitude is also very scary and harmful. We should all be genuinely concerned with what's going on throughout the world, because we're all living in one body called the Earth. We're all one. We're all one humanity. That's why I bought a world map and the map of the United States last year, and I put it on the wall in our dining room, so I can always keep track of what's happening throughout the world and where it is on the location. It's like, before this whole Ukrainian situation happened, if I told you, okay, find Ukraine on the map right now, would you be able to find it? No, right? I mean, if people are like, I think it's around this area. But now with this news, it's like you know exactly where it is. And so we need to be genuinely concerned about what's happening throughout the world and not only be concerned with me. If there's inflammation going on in one part of the body, the whole body is going to get involved, right? This is truly an angry infection that's going on in Ukraine right now. If there's pain somewhere on your body, you feel it with your whole body. Your whole body is affected, right? Feel the pain that's going on in the other parts of the world, and don't only be concerned about yourself. Don't have that careless attitude. At least give your thoughts and prayers to what is happening, and pray for peace to return. In a Konko teaching, Konko Daijin said, the way of the universe is collapsing. Right in the way. It's almost like Konko Daijin kind of predicted what's happening now. Teach the way which can help people in trouble. Oboecho to the 20-16-2. With this new situation of uncertainty, I thought about the Reverend Haruko Takahashi, who is the founding minister of this church in Wahiawa. And I also thought about all the other founding ministers and who experienced World War II firsthand, and even being arrested and put into internment camps. There was one thing in common with all these sensei. Can you figure out what that is? It's their unwavering faith in Kami-sama, That no matter what, they are relying on Kami-sama 100%. That Kami-sama will always have their backs no matter what. They trusted in Kami-sama 100%. Not 99.9%. These people trusted in Kami-sama 100%. Can we do that? Ask yourselves. It's not clear what's going to happen with this situation, but we must have unwavering faith in Kami-sama, no matter what. Because faith is what's going to keep us sane. Faith is going to keep us strong, even if we end up losing everything. Faith is what enables us to rebuild what was broken or lost. And faith enables us to heal when we get hurt. Faith enables us to look forward to the future. And faith enables our hearts to shine. So no matter what happens next, keep the faith, trust in Kami-sama, and continue to pray. Keep the peace within, at least within your own family. Yeah? That's all we can really do at this time. I was reading an article about the situation in Ukraine, and one Ukrainian said to the reporter, "I don't care who wins. I just want to be able to smile again with my family." That says a lot, So stay safe. It means stay alive, stay well, be good to each other, your family, your neighbors. And don't stop being grateful for the blessings that we still have been given each day. Yeah? Thank you so much.
ありましたか。Okay. Thank you for joining today's service. Edna Sensei's speech. I remember the message given by the founding minister of the American Church. To practice faith is to believe in Tenchi Kai no Kami. And to believe in Tenchi Kai no Kami is to believe in the teachings of the founder. Just vice versa. To believe in teachings of Konko is to believe in Tenchi Kai no Kami. So, in Japanese, then the belief should be absolute. To an extent, but absolute belief. So, Edna said, unwavering faith in Kami-sama. This is the ultimate stage of engaged in Konko faith. I'd like to introduce a message of the founder Konko Daijin. It is given by Ichimura Mitsuo. Konko-sama taught the 9th of the 10th of the month is Konko service day. The 21st to the 22nd is Kare no Kami-sama's service day. The 23rd is Gatenshi's service day. Gatenshi means moon. And the 24th is the Nitenshi's service. Nitenshi means the sun. These service days are for you. Do not forget your faith. You will receive divine blessings as long as you don't forget these service days. If you forget, there will be no divine blessings. These service days are like the memorial service for you, not forgetting your deceased parents' faith. You must not forget Kami's favors for everything in Konko-sama. Furthermore, it is essential to practice faith at home every single day. The message quotation from the Gorikai 1, Ishimura Mitsuko, number 35. The founder clearly stated the fundamental meaning of the church services in such a simple manner. The founder confirmed, you will receive divine blessings as long as you don't forget these service days. If you forget, there will be no divine blessings. The service days are like the memorial service days for not forgetting your deceased parents or favors. You must not forget Kami's favors for everything. What does you receive divine blessings? And as long as you don't forget these service days, the divine blessings you receive is that you would be able to continue whatever you have been doing up to these days. Be able to come to church, such thing. It's a blessing. You can come to church as usual. Personally, both my wife and I have been serving on this church for 45 years. In September this year, we have been able to enjoy good health, being able to be with service to Kami-sama almost in the same manner as we did at the initial stage of starting our missionary work. I sometimes share a story for the monthly visit to Konko Hono Church, that is our parent church, since the founding minister, the Reverend Haruko Takahashi, initiated a missionary work here in Wahiawa as a branch church of Honolulu Church. From the initial stage of missionary work in Wahiawa, one day I had a thought after the church services, in which the offering place on the offering place and table was quite simple. we have to omikis, wines, rice wine. And rice shaped in a triangular cone, and pumpkin that were harvested in the yard. There are few church members attending. After service, I felt we could have held this service even there. The offerings were very much limited, and church members are limited. I should find a way to thank Kami-sama for the blessing. We could uphold the service in blessedness. Yeah. Then I decided to make a church visit to our parent church every time we have a monthly service. A token of appreciation for the blessing we received. We used to have told the church services on our home, just on the first day of the month, 13th and 20th, maybe about 20 years ago. I'm not sure. We have been able to this tradition in the last 45 years without exception. This is one of the apparent divine blessings we have been able to enjoy in this way. So it can be kind of wavering determination. Sometimes we may feel, oh, we are too busy today, so we can speak going to church. I'm tired of going to church. But this is our way of saying thank you to Kami-sama. It's my decision. I'm not sure going to our parent church could be the way how we say thank you. But I thought this could be the way for this church because of the parental relationship. The Kami-sama seems to accept this thought. So we are being able to continue this operation of church for 82 years to this day. This could be done by anybody who comes to church. Once we decide, just keep on doing. Then Kami-sama can accept your decision. Thank you very much.
Yami Konko Dai Wahiawa Yami
From farmer to farmer.
Are we still on the introduction?
No, introduction.
Okay. Hold on. Wait. Okay.
Introduction, background. When the religion is established by an individual that person influences all aspects of the faith, either directly or through interpretations of their words. Together they set the tone of the religion and essentially establish the essence of a religion, from its doctrines to the means of salvation and the structural organization of the church, as well as setting a living example for those who follow. This being the case, it is essential that one understands the life of a founder and the times they lived in.
As a religious organization, the Konko Church developed its faith by examining its founder's faith development through his experiences. Thus, when confronted by new challenges or when we seek to energize and revitalize our faith to promote further development, we always return to the examples the founder provided us to find solutions to the challenges we are facing and peace in our present situation.
We refer to our founder as Konko Daijin, a name given to him by the deity of the Konko faith, Tenchikane no Kami, which will be referred to in this text as the divine parent of the universe, or more simply as Kami. Konko Daijin lived in Japan during a time of great upheaval and change. From the rule of the shogun to that of the emperor, he was the second son of a farmer, and he lived in the first half of his life as a farmer. As with most farmers at that time, his life was filled with many hardships. Through these experiences, he began to realize the presence of something beyond human understanding and gradually developed a relationship with Kami. He came to believe that within each person's heart there existed a divine spirit and that everyone was an equally beloved child of Kami. He also came to appreciate that people live because Kami sustains their lives. This, the founder believed, was a true way of life.
Through this understanding, his life changed, and he shared this new way of living with those around him. They were liberated from traditional superstitions such as taboos surrounding women during pregnancy, enabling them to be relieved of their suffering. Gradually, this way of faith was accepted by more people who spread the faith to other regions of Japan. Ultimately, it formed a unique religious faith in Japan, which has now reached around the world.
Two primary sources that faithfully chronicle the steps he took to develop his faith allow us to trace Konko Daijin's life. It is quite a miracle in the religious world that these autobiographies exist. The first book is the Record of Revelations, Oshirese Goto Obo Echo, commonly known as Obo Echo. Begun in 1867 when the founder was 44 years old, the Obo Echo is a compilation of revelations he received from Kami and the events related to them. He continued recording revelations in this book through September 21, 1883, 19 days before his death.
Kami, through a revelation on November 23, 1874, instructed Konko Daijin to begin writing the second book, Memoirs of Konko Daijin Oboegaki, or Oboegaki. It chronicles the events in his life from his birth in 1814 through June of 1876. Together, these two works put his entire life and the development of his religious beliefs in perspective. The narrative is written rather directly and quite frankly, without consideration being given to whether the information portrayed him in a favorable light or not. The chronology and events contained in these writings match very closely those chronicled in original village documents written during the same period.
There are 3 volumes containing the labor information. These are Hiramai Yoshigaki Cho, a record kept by the founder of the names, addresses, ages, and wishes of each person who visited. Gainishi, Koshigaki Obicho, a record kept by the founder wishes of believers with deep faith. Konko Daijin Godikai, a collection of written and orally reported teachings between Konko Daijin and believers or visitors.
Good.
This written biography is based on material contained in the volume described above. Recurring elements and concepts contained in these volumes include mediation, harmony, and reconciliation for those who suffer.
The desire of the Konko faith. The desire of the Konko faith is the realization of Kami's wish for the salvation of all people through the mediation of Ikigami Konko Daijin, divine parent of the universe. The name of the deity of the Konko faith is the divine parent of the universe, which literally translates to golden spirit of the universe. It means one that provides life to everything that lives. Although Kami gives life to all living things, we receive not only life, but all necessities for life as well. We believe that all people receive a part of Kami's spirit and therefore have a special place in Kami's heart as Kami's beloved children. Kami hopes for mutual fulfillment between Kami and all people.
Mediation of the Ikigami Konko Daijin. Mediation links the worshipper and Kami. Mediation of more specifically mediation in the Konko faith is the mediation of Ikigami Konko Daijin. Typically, worshipper make requests to offer expressions of appreciation to our mediator through prayer, conveys them to Kami. Kami's wish is then offered to the worshipper through the words of the mediator. Through this relationship of mutual fulfillment between Kami and themselves, worshippers come to feel connected to Kami and as a result find direction in their lives. The founder was the first to mediate request to Kami. Followers who received salvation and developed their faith through mediating with the founder began to help others using what they had learned. This continued today through the work of Konko ministers and mediators, desiring to help others.
Right.
Yep. これがついてるこういうのが。
何が
Okay, there we go.
おはようございます。Good morning. Thank you for attending. Now we're going to sing a song, 4 songs. Page 57. 新人の栄光からです。よろしくお願いいたします。
神の
with a heart caught up in doubt and worry. I face my life every morning, wanting to shine, but somehow holding back joy and fear swirl within my heart. Still I know, even when it's small as I can run into someday and find a shining, shimmering, brilliant light flowing from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high. For we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives. When I'm down and ready to surrender, when times are hard and it seems so dark, just knowing each day that I'm never on my own gives me strength and courage to try harder. Holding hands with my friends standing by my side, swinging arms together we will walk to the shining, shimmering, brilliant light glowing from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high. For we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high. For we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives. Thank you very much. See you.
Yami Konko Daishin Tenchi Kane no Kami Shiki Niwai Wahiawa Kokoro ni ari Kongetsu Konichi de Tanoi Giran Konko Daishin Tenchi Kane no Kami Shiki ni Negai Wahiawa Kokoro ni ari Kongetsu Konichi de Tanoi.
Hey, thank you so much for joining us today. Just an announcement, next week Sunday from 10:30 a.m. We're going to have a Rotary Hanashikai gathering hosted by the Konko Church of Waipahu. And the topic is, how can you use your hands to spread joy? Or what, like, you know how people are crafty? So they can make things, they can write things, they can play music. And using our hands, how can we, I don't know how to say it. It's kind of, yeah, how do you say that? How can you help others? And so what if you don't have hands? Some people don't have hands. They got amputated or something. Well, in Japanese, there's also a term called tedasuke, meaning to help out. You can still help people out even though you don't have hands. And if you don't have hands, how can you help other people? So anyways, if you would like to attend, zap us a message and we'll zap you back the link for the Zoom meeting. Hope you can join us and enjoy another new week. Bye-bye. Take care.